Hey, it's me, Life-136. Welcome to my political life video blog, and here's my thought for you, because it's gonna be huge. Because every Wednesday, we're trying to do something very different. You know what I'm saying? Defending the speech and all that stuff. So that is why it happens. So here's your worst nightmare ever, because every Wednesday I will analyze free speech versus hate speech. And why? Because it doesn't even add up to this one. Because the left trashes us conservatives, try to be silent. No. That means we us conservatives, we're not going to be silent. The way it is. So that is. So we're not going to, that means we us conservatives is not going to be silent at all. Trust me about that. Because we're trying to analyze what a free speech is all about. Because we us conservatives can trash hate speech at a time like this. Could be in college campuses or White Houses or anything else civilized. So it's gonna be huge. Anyways, let's get started with these two stories you ought to know by now. One is Laura Ingraham, and the other one is Mark Zuckerberg. First, Laura Ingraham. That means last Monday on Primetime News with me, Life-136, on the Hallmark Channel, Laura Ingraham is back. And that is why she returns to Fox after boycotting this. Because the entire left is shaping young minds to stifle free speech. You see? It happens again and again. Because everybody knows that Laura Ingraham didn't shy away from those liberal-inspired boycott buffoons. It has successfully chased off some of the advertisers, as far as we're concerned. So here's the background for it. Because last Monday, because everybody knows that Laura Ingraham is back, and excuse me. So here's why. Because ever since try to engage Parkland's own David Hogg, you know why? Because his recent college rejections. That's what Laura Ingraham said, that she was on spring vacation last week, and many sponsors and advertisers try to jump ship on Laura Ingraham's show at Hogg's promoting, because everybody knows that he is whining over the colleges that everybody didn't grant him. And guess what? David Hogg says that Ingraham should step. No. I don't think so. Here's what she says. Ingraham has no apologies. That's right. She has no apologies. That's right. And that's why. Instead, she is tackling the Stalinists. Just remember, Stalin, Joseph Stalin, could be Germany or whatever it is. Hitler's. I completed. Yeah. And you know why? Because it pays to be nice to people. I give you one of the reasons why. Because everything else can be civilized about, the propaganda. Because the left, and you know why? Because the left who appears, doesn't want nothing more to than, an issue is a gag order on free speech. Well, let me put this in right for you. Quote this from Laura Ingraham. It says the left's propaganda try to shape a new generation of young adults. Yeah, that's right. And there's more safe spaces and white privilege. And everybody knows that tries to imitate to those who disagree. Well, give me one good reasons why that the left's propaganda could be a shape of new generation, because they are so jealous. And that is why, despite all the left's talk inclusively, and Ingram says they don't invite more voices to enter the public discussion. Good for Laura Ingram. And that's why generations just later on this free speech in the workplace, in this whole society of large palpable, and nothing can be circumstance, could be even worsening. So that's why she went on and hit a direct jab at the boycotts. The left boycott buffoons try to spawn all over Hogg's demands, and noting that expressing your opinions for today's day and age, this day and age, can get everybody's fired up. Or, yes, you can get boycott. And that's why Ingram has to illustrate this back in 2016, which Trump supporters are trying to be insult in California. Get this. This is the intolerable left in action. Whether it's striking voices from social media by driving certain viewpoints over the airwaves, like us conservatives, beating up people and organizing boycotts for perceivable, unforgivable offenses, and preventing speakers hasn't been heard on college campuses like UC Berkeley and other college campuses. This could be ridiculous. And that's why the left try to tackle us conservatives at a time like this. There ain't no way to do this. There ain't no way. I'm sorry. There ain't no way to do this. You know why? Because it's all coming back from the same place, and a desperate desire to stop this debate by branding your opponent unacceptable and driving him or her in the public square, because their efforts are Stalinist and pure and simple, and the object is a total transformation of American society, not through rational discourse to an open debate, and through personal demonizing and silencing. And that's why Laura Ingram is right. We're inside a whole issue of a dire warning. Even those who don't consider them us conservatives, true liberal, and us conservatives will defend the free speech anywhere they want to. And everybody has to turn the tables around quickly. Today, we us conservatives can target this. Tomorrow is just another day. It could be left of the center voices as well. That's right. You leftist idiotic boycott buffoons, especially you, David Hogg, can care less. We as conservatives will not be silent at all. Completely. Haven't you know the Constitution? Haven't you know Constitution? Have you know life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness? As far as we're concerned, did you know that? You don't know. You don't know, Jack. Leftist idiotic buffoons, Smurfs. That's why you don't care. That's why you try to put hate speech into words. No. We as conservatives will not going to be silent. Let free speech begins from now on. And this is just in. Laura Ingram has losing more sponsors after blasting the left for stifling free speech. good for Laura Ingraham. And I don't care if everybody knows, because Ronald Reagan knows more, because everything else can be civilized. And then, everybody loses in advertisers. Since when? Slim Fast and Blue Apron and other advertisers could lose the ability. You just wait and see about that. Because we as conservatives will not be silent. And you, leftist idiotic buffoon, boycott Smurfs, could care less. That's one. And what about, you guessed it, Mark Zuckerberg. He is the CEO of Facebook. And give me one good reason why. Because Facebook tried to trash Diamond and Silk, which I'll be analyzing later on tonight on the Blaze Radio Network for an all-new Wordplay Wednesday segment. And you know why? Because I don't give a darn of if Mark Zuckerberg testified this. Just for that, I listened to Mark Zuckerberg's lies on inside the courtroom, testifying the hearings of Facebook. Facebook has something to do with Russians, us silence against us conservatives and all that. But here's the dangerous thing. Ted Cruz grills in, as far as we're concerned. You know why? Because it absolutely over against Facebook's bias against us conservatives. Conservatives. Listen to Ted Cruz blasting Zuckerberg in the face. Is there a huge political bias out there? You bet your life it is. Listen to this.
Senator, we consider ourselves to be a platform for all ideas.
Let me ask the question again. Does Facebook consider itself to be a neutral public forum? Representatives of your company have given conflicting answers on this. Are you a First Amendment speaker expressing your views?
That's right. Anyone can be civilized about this one?
Conflicting answers on this. Are you a First Amendment speaker expressing your views? Or are you a neutral public forum allowing everyone to speak?
Now, stop. I want you to hear this whole shebang, whole lie of Mark Zuckerberg. And I don't even care about this one. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You can agree or disagree. Listen to Mark Zuckerberg, and he'll tell you why.
Senator, here's how we think about this. I don't believe.
Think about this. What?
There is certain content that clearly we do not allow. Right? Hate speech, terrorist content.
I don't care what hate speech really means.
Anything that makes people feel unsafe in the community. From that perspective, that's why we generally try to refer to what we do as a platform for all ideas.
Just because the time is constrained.
See what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is why I analyze Mark Zuckerberg for this Wordplay Wednesday later on tonight on the Blaze Radio Network. And give me one good reason why. Because Zuckerberg is a snake in the grass. Seriously, it's just a snake in the grass. And I don't care if it was hate speech all there is. Put this in writing for you, Mark Zuckerberg. We as conservatives doesn't like hate speech at all. We as conservatives who live in the free speech world for you know who. And Ted Cruz is right. Get it through your head. Because the senators will grill you. That's right. Senators is grilling you on purpose. And it catches you on fire. Because you know why? You caught off guard at a time like this. Now, the moral of my political life video blog story is we are trying to defend the free speech agenda, whether you like it or not. And why? Because you, Zuckerberg, and you, David Hogg, need a reality check. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can disagree. You can agree or disagree all you want to. But your days are numbered. We, us, conservatives, love Facebook. And why? Because Diamond Silk doesn't add in. Because Diamond Silk is, yes, two ladies, us conservatives, North Carolina. And I try to do my Facebook live page for hashtag Omaha Choirs, and so is hashtag Flashback Fridays. And these three pages. One is Thursday Night News on Thursdays, and the other one is my personal webpage for Facebook. And what do, Mark Zuckerberg? You mess things up completely. So, that's all I can say. Because every Wednesday, we'll analyze this. From free speech versus hate speech. And when it all comes down to this, we as conservatives will not be silent at all. And do this again next Wednesday. End of story. And that's my political life story, or should we say political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it.